let's go. Produce it, process it, distribute it. I go make the dough just to feed my own. I go do it all.
One of the major challenges confronting smallholder farmers is access to markets and delivery of their produce. But there's hope for some of them now. Hi there, this is Ghana Grows Edwuma, brought to you by Mastercard Foundation in partnership with the Springboard Road Show Foundation. I'm Marba Kumsin, and today we're meeting Yom Yom, which is providing the much needed logistical service to these smallholder farmers. Come join me and let's meet them together. Well, as I promised earlier, we're here at Yom Yom, and we're here to hear about what they're doing for smallholder farmers here. Of course, when you hear the name Yom Yom, you think of food. It's not necessarily food, but it's linked to food. But very shortly, you'll be hearing from Rabiu, who's one of the faces behind Yom Yom, about all that they're doing for smallholder families. Hello and welcome to Ghana Grows.
Hello, good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
So tell us about Yom Yom. When someone hears the name Yom Yom, they think it's a food company, but it's not necessarily a food company, even though you're linked to food. Isn't that the case?
Sure. Yeah. So, honestly, what you said is actually the truth. Majority of our clients are actually thinking that Yom Yom is basically focusing on food, but then we work beyond that. We're actually working closely with smallholder farmers. We do work with aggregators. We do work with e-commerce in order to help them reach their customers at the last mile. So basically, what makes us different from all other logistical services in the market is like we go closer to the last mile farmers or last mile customers.
Right. So let's talk about the service you provide to these smallholder farmers, because we know that access to market and delivery of their farm produce is one of the challenges that they face.
Exactly.
So exactly what do you do for them?
Yeah, so with working with smallholder farmers and rural women, we as Yom Yom connects these particular segments of our target group to the aggregators or consumers that have interest in their products. But then most of these smallholder farmers had difficulty in transporting their produce because of bad roads and then distance from where they stay. So Yom Yom is stepping in as like a link between these consumers and sometimes aggregators to these smallholder farmers, so that they can also get enough income from whatever produce they are producing at their community level.
That's really helpful. It's really addressing a gap in that system. But tell me, so what kind of farm produce do you usually help to deliver from the farms to the markets?
Yeah, sure. So as I mentioned, we do a variety of services depending on the choice of the client or the customer. So, but basically, for the past 2.5 years, we have noticed that most of our farm produce that we deliver are the cereal crops, such as the soya, the maize, and then other. But then we, as I mentioned, the shea butter is also part of. But we have not gotten much skill or like large skills in terms of the shea butter deliveries for now. But for now, cereals are the major crops or produce that we do deliver. And the delivery, as I mentioned, it could be local or Tema Harbor, and then depending on
Tema
where
Harbor.
you want it.
That's interesting because I'm wondering if a smallholder farmer, say a female farmer, is cultivating rice. How do you transport it from the farmland to the market for her?
So, thanks for the question. So this is one of the reasons why we decided to bring in the aggregator demand. So we try to create markets for all our target groups.
Okay.
One of our target groups is the smallholder farmers, and the aggregators and the consumers are also our target market. So we try to create market for these people using the technological platform where we display this produce. And these particular women in order to help them get better living standards, we noticed that because of inaccessibility of their road networks, and then the cost of transporting produce, and then the kind of products they also produce, and sometimes the time that they will use to transport it, it might get spoiled.
Yes.
So we decided to bring in initiatives that will be able to help conserve and also help them deliver these products. And one major initiative we are doing is putting up hubs at the local community centers. And these hubs serve as storage facilities where we store these shea butter or the farm produce in those hubs.
Okay.
So depending on the request from our consumers or clients, then we will just leverage, we'll go there with our cargo or any other means to transport it to the user or the consumer at his any location he or her.
That's very commendable. So what's been the reaction of the farmers, especially the female farmers, to this assistance that you're providing?
Yes. So honestly, they are actually embracing our ideas or our initiatives in the sense that it is actually helping them to save more, even get more income. For instance, when I take the shea butter, for example, from where we are coming from, we've seen our mothers, they started this shea butter from ages, but they are still like, in terms of income level, and they are still like that. So this initiative is something that is boosting the market for them, helping them to save more, because there wouldn't be any transportation cost for them to send it to market and then do sales, and sometimes they will even sell it on credit. But our intervention is helping them to be able to get good market for the produce or any product they have at the community level, and also have other job creations for like youth at the community level, because we always make sure that we get on board a volunteer, such as like a volunteer to serve as like a point of call when the community also needs us and we are not, because we are not staying in the community. So these volunteers help us to gather other information from the rural women or rural farmers, then give it to us.
Right. Clearly you've made a lot of gains and successes, but are there any critical challenges that you face in your logistical service?
Yes, so one major challenge is that's the funding I mentioned. So because sometimes, because of inadequacy of the, in terms of cargo deliveries, we don't have enough partnership, because most of our services, we decide to relate in partnering because of our level. We are just startup, we don't have that muscle to handle everything. So we have much of the partnership bits, but because it's partner, sometimes you might need agents support or agents cargo to do some deliveries, and there might be some lapses. So that is one obstacle or blockage in terms of the delivery services. So the other thing is sometimes the negotiation in terms of at the consumers to give a good price or market price to the rural, because we have our people at the rural level. We have seen the kind of hardship they are going through in coming up with these produce. So we don't want them to like still continue to get the poverty. Poverty. So we try to negotiate higher good market for them. So when it comes to that, other like setups that are into the communities doing the buying and selling are actually impeding this particular initiative of getting a good price for.
That's one of the challenges I've heard from a lot of farmers. You know, they don't get good prices for their produce, but hopefully we can overcome that challenge. So tell me, I mean, how long have you been in business?
So Yom Yom started in 2015.
2015? In
2015, yes, as just a normal local deliveries, like you mentioned, the first food.
Yes.
Then we decided to, the opportunities were a lot, so we decided to start capturing it one after the other and to this logistic level. So right now we are still as an innovative and then digital embrace company. We want to now move it to the digital world to see how best we can serve our customers and target group to the largest extent.
Speaking of digital, how are you leveraging technology to enhance your services?
So from our back office to the field and then to our customers, they are all like imbibed with technology. In the sense that we have call center established at the back office, and this call center is actually communicating with clients, customers, and consumers through our inside sales setup.
Right.
Via phone calls, and sometimes we have social media handles, we have online services, and I also mentioned of our incoming e-commerce platform called Yom Traceability.
Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so Yom, the brain behind Yom Traceability app is just for our rural women who are into shea butter. So currently we are focusing it on shea butter.
Okay. How does it work?
So yeah, so with that one, we try to hold rural women into groups. Then we register them. We tell them how we want to link them to the market, the outside market, because we've noticed that shea butter is a perishable product. If you produce it and then you don't handle it well, you cannot keep it for like long. And also transporting it from your community to market, road accessibility and on credit, those things. So we noticed that Jumia and other e-commerce platforms are able to sell the Western world produce to us. Okay. Can we also use our initiative to sell our local produce to the Western world?
Right.
So the brain behind it is using the traceability app. And we are bringing traceability in this system because we want the buyer to also know where the product is coming from.
Finally, I know that you've been in this business for 8 years. Yom Yom has been in this business for 8 years. You're making great strides, helping, smallholder farmers. What is the vision? What does the future look like for Yom Yom in the next 5 years at least?
Yes, so the vision, now the major one is that our cargo delivery. So we want to, like, in the next 5 years, we should be able to get up to 15,000 cargo deliveries, like trips.
Okay.
And this is something that will give us huge amount of revenue from our focus. So, and aside the cargo delivery, we are also going to invest more into the technology bit, because we have seen that the technology is actually making our work more efficient and very successful. So we have mindset of enriching it. And the last one is to boost the partnership bit. We have started it. We have a lot of partners, Jumia, we have Eagle Express, we have Wigo, a lot of e-commerce platforms. So we are also getting like 25% currently of our revenue is coming from the e-commerce, and the 75% is from the smallholder engagement and the small the SMEs connection in terms of the market. So we strive to do more partnership and then cargo deliveries in order to boost or to get to our apex in the coming 5 years.
All right. Thank you so much, Rabiu. Thank you very
too.
much.
Well,
You're doing a good job.
Yeah.
So that's a Rabiu of Yom Yom Logistical Services, and they are helping smallholder farmers to not only access markets, but also educate them on best farming practices. This is Ghana Grows. We'll be right back. And there you have it. Yom Yom is not just providing any type of delivery service. They are actually helping rural farmers, especially women, have access to markets. What's not to love about them? But that's our show for today. Join us same time next week. I'm Arba Kumsin. This has been Ghana Grows Edwuma, brought to you by Mastercard Foundation in partnership with the Springboard Road Show Foundation. Until next time, it's bye.